doesn't show, but the pain still grows. Some strangers to you and me. I can hear it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, but I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord.
Almost $100 billion re-enters the market in a single day, in a single 24-hour period. You don't believe me? Well, let me show you. 6th of February, we had a low of 280 billion, 279. Today, right now, 383, rising 389 right now. So, yeah, yesterday's news was great, and for good reason. We are seeing some good gains. I would normally say, although it's not financial advice, just my opinion, that this is the end of the sell-off period. I wish I knew that for sure. We have some very strong gains right now. Maybe it'll be in the double-digit gains later on today. Usually that's what I'd expect for a signaling of the end, but we never know. Speaking of, one of the top-rated comments, not from my last video, the one before that, was that, be positive, man, just believe. And, it had like 70 likes or something like that, so I am positive, but I need to be realist. Imagine I had said, just hodl, when we started falling from 19K. Imagine I said that to you. Just hodl. Just be positive and hodl. That would have been terrible advice, huh? So I'm trying not to give advice, this is when the experts come out, start talking about a 50K Bitcoin. Where were these guys yesterday? Where were these guys the day before yesterday? Honestly, it makes me sick. Cryptocurrencies could go on a bull run greater than last year and pass the $1 trillion value mark, CEO at whatever Ventures said. My prediction for what that's worth towards the end of last year was that by the end of this year, we'll see a market cap of $1.5 trillion. I believe that is still definitely on the table, bar something crazy, which doesn't seem very likely, right, with the Senate hearing going as well as it did. Obviously, there is no official stance as of yet, but it seems like we're approaching an official stance being positive in future. So a $1.5 trillion market cap, what does that mean for Bitcoin? A lot of people want to know what that means for the price of Bitcoin. Do I believe in a 50K Bitcoin? No, I do not. I'll tell you why. Currently, the dominance of Bitcoin is at 35%. I don't personally believe we are ever going to see Bitcoin at more than 50% dominance again. And I know that seems crazy, especially when the tech of Bitcoin right now isn't so good and it's about to get so much better. So surely, if it's worth 35 now and it's 10 times better in future, shouldn't its market percentage be 10 times higher? Although it's not mathematically possible. That's assuming that the market is driven by technicalities, by fundamentals, by technologies, and not by in greed in large part, which we know that it is. We know that it is. A lot of people are trying to make the most money they can for good reason. And for a lot of people, hodling Bitcoin is not that. It's been that for many years, but the gains that altcoins have made, even something like Ripple just last year. So let's be generous. Let's say a 40% Bitcoin dominance. You can disagree with me. You can agree with me. That's fine. Let's just say, for example, 40%. 40% of $1.5 trillion is a market cap of 600 billion for Bitcoin, which is about 5 times higher than its current rate. I'm pretty sure that's a reasonable, wild accusation to make. So then if we divide that market cap by the circulating supply, which around that time might be around 17 million, that would be a $35,000 Bitcoin. Assuming Bitcoin dominance is at 40%, assuming that the market cap is at 1.5 trillion by December 2018. Simple. Achievable. Let's talk about the flippening though, which it may very well happen this year. This is where Ethereum and its market cap exceeds that of Bitcoin's and becomes the number one cryptocurrency. That would be huge for new people to the space. A lot of us already here know what Ethereum is. It doesn't really matter what place it is. If it's low, then we're just going to buy more, that kind of deal. But for new people getting in, the de facto currency to buy if Ethereum's number one, most likely is going to be Ethereum instead of Bitcoin. So that could be a massive deal. That could throw 40% dominance out the window. Who knows? And I get it. Lots of people will say the Lightning Network is going to make a lot of alts redundant. Bitcoin dominance is going to 80%. I agree with that sentiment if people weren't only in it for the money, and a lot of us are. So then we have the likes of NEO, which keeps on delivering. Then we have the likes of EOS, which is yet to deliver, but is said to have the mainnet launch sometime this year. Blockchain 3.0, as versus Ethereum's 2.0 trying to upgrade to 3.0. Then we have other competition, Stellar. There's so many coins that can generate a lot of hype, a lot of attention through ICOs. So my personal opinion is to not put all your eggs in one basket. I'm not really a believer of just hodling one coin, but having a position in all of these top coins and seeing who wins. If I was inclined to, I would probably hold more Ethereum than anything else. But again, I don't want to hold all my eggs in one basket. And now, a message from our sponsor.
A question for Roger Ver. What part of "thou shalt not steal" do you not understand?
Full link to that below. So altcoin news, haven't done this because who wants to buy alts in a bear market? I did, but most people don't. So Polymath Network, recently out of ICO. I did not invest in the ICO. Designed to take existing securities, put them on the blockchain. We have Davercoin, which closed its doors and goes the way of BitConnect, and appropriately has a minus 96% drop in a single day. This is probably the highest single drop I've ever seen. This didn't even happen to BitConnect. I think the highest was like 80% or something. Oh, it is a lending platform for those that did not know. There were a few YouTubers documenting their journey, just filming their journey on YouTube. Just fishing for those referrals, poor guys. Origin Track, yeah, I've already mentioned this once before, being talked about. That's it for the low market cap. For the high market cap, we have OMG being discussed a lot on the forums, Engine Coin, good old Walton, and Bitcoin. Many people today making fun of it for whatever reason.
Roger Ver, you have sinned. There is now only one crypto Jesus, and that is me.